There we go. We are live. Listen, Friday live show brought to you by the Hood. This is Jimmy. Got my partner Corey with me. Give our folks a chance to get on. For those that may be tuning in for the first time, this is our Friday show. We jump on live for a brief minute, talk to our folks, see what's going on, just check in with everybody. I call it the Friday check-in, Corey. What's up with you, Corey? How are you, good brother?
Man, listen, I'm life out here lifing, but I ain't gonna complain because I get a chance every day I get up to make it better. So,
hey man, listen, yes, indeed. We got folks checking in already. Neef is in the building. How are you? Thank you for pulling up.
What's going on?
Vidon is here.
What it is, Don?
Don, what's up with you, family? Let's see who else is here. James Sandman, what up though? How are you?
What's going on?
Everybody here, do me a favor, please hit the like button. Let's get them likes up.
Hit the like and love button so everybody else that want to be here.
Yeah, man. But everything's good, man. Corey, so how was your week though?
It was up and down. You know what I mean? Like I had some great trading days. I tried to give it all back, but I got it. I tried, but the market wouldn't let me give it all back. So I did all right. I played. Go ahead,
our private group, the MDC, was going crazy this week.
Yeah,
like my John was pinging off the chain. Everybody was getting money, which was amazing, man. Shout out to y'all because I was at a graduation. I couldn't make the last week's live class, but y'all was going fire, bro.
Yeah,
I got the picks. I'm like, all right, cool. Got in the main joint, the Microsoft joint, crazy. Yeah. So.
You gump like you normally do. You got
I always take my chicken. I took my chicken and ran, and I ain't trade. Listen, I was done. I was done for the week.
30% a week is nice money though.
Hey man, listen, I have no complaints, man. Life is good, man. Life is good, man. Yo, all these folks here, but nobody hit the like button. Yo, hit the like button, man. Please help us out. Hit the like button. Let's get our likes up. And Alan, what's up with you, good brother? Happy Friday and Juneteenth weekend to you too, man. So. It definitely is Juneteenth weekend. The Black Excellence Festival is going on, right? So I'm actually a part of that. And I'll be in AC. I'm actually leaving to go to AC. Once this is up, I'm on my way to AC. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be on my way to AC. So for those out there, look out for me. Y'all see me at AC talking crazy. I'm gonna get on stage and talk all types of crazy. Talk about black. Let me know the body hood talking points. What we always do. You know how we do, Corey.
Yeah, basic. Man. I wish I could get out there, man. This weekend is not a.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, bro. You got your boys, man, which is important.
Yeah, it's Father's Day, and I got my boys. So
you got all your boys with you, man. So definitely hold that down, man. Everybody else out there watching, man. How was your week, man? How you guys doing? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? But also, by the way, make sure you guys follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, we on Twitter. I'm laughing. I just got a message. Somebody sent me a message about our Twitter post. Shout out to Keisha, man. Keisha, who's on our podcast a while ago. Keisha has become popular in Philadelphia for all kinds of other reasons. People hit me up like, yo, I'm like, come on, man. We talking real estate, dog. But shout out to Keisha, though, from Quick Abstract, who is one of our most recent posts on our IG.
And she's a wonderful, wonderful partner. Like she does amazing things in the city. She helps people get into homes.
Yeah.
She stands in for black people. Like she's with it.
She's the best in the business, and this doesn't come lightly. This isn't a paid ad. In terms of title work, I don't go anywhere else. And shout out to my brother Tyrone. And shout out to Justice, who also works there, man. They are amazing at what they do. So Quick Abstract, if you're not familiar with Quick Abstract, you can look them up on IG at Quick Abstract. And, Rochelle, what's good, family? Rochelle is in the Discord. We've been getting to it all week. We've been cracking heads.
Yeah,
snapping necks and cashing large checks. Wayne, what's good with you, Wayne? Look, she said it right there. Enjoying the Discord. You see that money tongue out there. Yeah, appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. It was going crazy this week. It was a pretty interesting week. So, Core, first thing I gotta ask you, good brother, because we got no topic. We just out here kicking with our folks tonight. Where are you on Yellowstone?
I am on episode 7. I really haven't been able to catch you because me and my boys been kicking it all week. But I've been watching one a day. But I'm gonna ramp that up this weekend and you caught, old head. You caught. But episode up until episode, so now, right? I'm disappointed in the amount of violence. I am very disappointed in the amount of violence. People getting beat up. I like the one brother, the brother who stay clapping people. That's my guy already.
Yeah,
I don't know what happens to him, but I hope he stays around because my man be putting people out of their misery and instantly. He don't play no games, and so I f with him. I like the pop, but he on more some billions. You know what I mean? Like he more some.
I like the political backstabbingness of the show.
No, but I'm just saying. Right listen, now, I'm not disappointed in that. I'm just disappointed in the amount of violence that goes with it. Like I'm not saying that.
I understand you want murder, death, kill. I get it. You want more murder, death, kill. I get it. I'm on season 3, episode 8. I'm going
damn.
crazy.
Oh, you cooking? Oh, listen, I really got some making up to do.
Y'all told me about it 2 weeks ago. I've been knocking out a season a week, but I'd start going crazy far ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on season 3. Chas, I see your message. I don't know if you like spoiling something. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to understand we way behind. I don't know who you talking about or what you talking about, but Chas is in the building. What's good with you? What's up all the way from Denver, Colorado? Champ, what's good with you? What's good with you?
The champ is here.
Shout out to the Nuggets, Champ. We're out there with the champs. Jose, peace. Yo, Jose, I just got a cash app from you. Jose sponsoring the giveaway tonight, man. Out of the blue.
Jose is that dude, man.
Hold up. Out of the blue, I just gotta.
Yo, and Jose, if you free this on every Saturday in July, man, we love to have you back, man. You was amazing. Amazing piece of what we did in our camp last year, man.
Yeah, man.
We love to have you back, man.
So I'm working on getting our site updated with the new dates, but the dates will be every Saturday in July. We've condensed our camp 5 weeks because we figured out a way. We've been working at this for years, and our last work with Sankofa that allowed us to really figure out the maximum way to do it. We have new information we're bringing to the youth, and a lot of families are already excited. I'm getting emails out. That's crazy. So our camp is coming back every Saturday in July. Jose, if you definitely want to be a part of it, let me know, man, because you helped us out tremendously. You and Lance, man, what y'all did for us was fire. Everybody in the community that came through to help us out, we definitely
because Dawn was there, and
man, we had a lot of folks,
and also Dion. Man.
Chas, I don't know who you are, IPM, but if it's somebody on Yellowstone, I'm just going to ignore this because I'm on season 3, episode 8. That's all I'm gonna say. Some seasons are more violent. I'm assuming that the old seasons, like, because Corey, it's 2 spinoffs from Yellowstone, right?
Yeah, the Yellowstone something 150, and then the
18 something and 19 something. So
yeah, the prequels and all of that. Yeah.
So I'm assuming they get more violent as you go further back in time, because violence was
violence was the answer.
GC, what's up with you, young fella? How are you?
What's going on, good brother? How you feeling, man?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you also.
I'm with it. Let me know the dates for the camp. All right, so Jose, we start in July 1st, every Saturday in July. So it's 5 Saturdays in July. What
From
up,
like
though?
9 to 11.
Yeah, 9 to 11, 9 a.m. to 11. So that's a total, 10 hours. Is the camp online for kids? How young can a person sign up? Can they read? If they can read, we say 5 and up because, but we assuming that by the age of 5 you can read. But so we say 5 and up, and we work with them from there. If you go to bythehoodcamp.com, you'll see more information. It has last year's dates, which I'm trying to get updated right now, but it's bythehoodcamp.com and just register right there. I'm sending out an email. I'm going to send out an email blast to anybody who's ever registered ever and just get it. Might have to tune in to Yellowstone since Succession was weak. You said the ending was just trash. I didn't finish Succession. Kind of been like holding off on finishing Succession. Plus, I got the Yellowstone, so that's like all I watch now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we got a lot of people here. There's only one heart up here, bro. Yo, hit that love button so everybody that want to be here can be here, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, I think that's broke because there's no way it's just one. Happy Father's Day weekend. Appreciate you, Rochelle. Appreciate you. I look forward to the folks that are being AC this weekend. If you are, pull up on me. We'll be at the Showboat. You know what I'm saying? And it's also Corey. They got the old school hip hop joint going on too. So that's cool.
I know. That's another reason. Like
Borak
I'm disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed in everything happening all at one time because I got tickets to that old school joint. I got to connect with the radio station, and so I had copped a couple tickets. Then I looked at the date of them joints. I was like, I can't even go to this joint.
Yeah, Neve, what's good? Yo, how did you make out at a Dune Day? I think that you had the you had some of your company was out there at a Dune Day. Shout out to everybody who was at a Dune Day last weekend. I forgot what I was doing last weekend because I wanted to go out there, man. But yo, it's be so much going on, man.
Yeah,
Yo, it be so much going on.
It's crazy out here.
It's absolutely insane, man. Yo, I had so I got a new dentist, right? Shout out to Kamari who put me down with my new dentist, Dr. Williams, no relation. And I went to see him, and he was out 46 in Baltimore, right? So he has two offices, one uptown on Stanton Avenue, and he got an office on 46 in Baltimore. So I went to one of 46 in Baltimore. And ho, real quick, said we made out great. Okay, talking about a Doom Day. We had Showboat too. Hold up, y'all had Showboat this weekend? All right, that's what's up.
Family, it's a family affair.
Yeah, let's get it. Hey, Cookie. But yo, real quick though. So I'm at 46 in Baltimore, bro. And I don't go down that area that often because, I stay on the northwest side of the Philadelphia. It's funny because when people aren't from Philadelphia, they see something crazy happen in Philly. They be like, are you all right? And of course, I love when people check in. I appreciate it. But
Philly is a big place. It's the biggest small city in the world.
Yo, I don't go down South Philly. I don't know the last time I've been down South Philly, bro. I don't go out Southwest. I'll be uptown. That's where I'm uptown. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you at the BE Fest. Neef, I'm definitely gonna pull up on you because I'm a speaker at the BE Fest. I'm speaking on Saturday on the wellness panel, speaking about finance. So I'm gonna be part of this. So that's dope. All right. Now, with that being said, though, right, Core, I don't know the last time you've been down 46 in Baltimore.
Like a week ago. Less than that.
All right. So, yo, I didn't recognize it, bro.
Yeah, I used to live right on the next corner. So that's where the junction is where you come in off the highway.
I'm looking at like cribs for sale. They talking about 600,000-700,000.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, hold up. I remember this park over there used to be full of fiends. Like now we out here with 600,000-700,000. Yep. Dog, they got Starbucks, like a real Starbucks. They got cafes with like outside eating.
Yeah. I said, whoa. My brother live right there. His kids go to that school, whatever that school is right there.
Bro, that's
the University of Penn. That's the University of Penn catchment area. So that's why all of that stuff is like that. That's the University of Penn catchment area.
The councilwoman from that area, she went to Central with us. I saw her just walking down the street with a Starbucks. I said, "Cause where am I at? Where am I at that this is what's going on? Like, this ain't the Baltimore Ave that I grew up at. Like, recognizing this is a whole different place. It was like you said, yeah, a real Starbucks. They got everything out there. It was like a cafe with outdoor eating. There was a bunch of napkin Americans out there walking their dogs. I'm like, yeah, this is something different. I don't know what happened, bro, but it got me to thinking. So I come home, I start looking on the MLS, and I'm looking up that zip code surrounding it, and I'm looking up other zip codes all throughout the city. And I've said this before, but it's come faster than I thought. We're entering a space now in Philadelphia, right? Well, first of all, again, I hate using the term the powers that be, but I feel like they're trying to make it into New York, right? Philadelphia has always been like a little bit cheaper than New York, cheaper than Boston, cheaper than all these big cities around it, although we are a big city. It's changing so fast that an average blue-collar person can't buy a house in Philadelphia. And I thought that it would happen, but I thought it would happen over a period of time. I didn't realize it would happen this fast. The pandemic kind of like sped everything up. And as I'm looking at the data, I'm looking at the numbers, and then I found a study while I'm looking this up. And the study says that it was talking about $50K a year income. It was, I think it was done by the Inquirer. I got to find the actual article. But it said that, in years past, even back as early as the 90s, if you made $50K a year in Philadelphia, you could buy a house. You could be a homeowner, and you can, build equity. Yeah. Those days are gone. You can go to the worst neighborhood in the entire city. Yeah. And I was looking up.
Yeah, you ain't coming out with nothing at $50,000 a year.
And I'm sitting there like, this is insane. Like, it's moved so fast, though. Like, I knew this was where we were going. I just didn't know we were going this way that fast.
Yo, so the thing about numbers is right. So per capita, Philadelphia has the most $100,000 earners in the whole country. Also per capita, it has the most poor people in the country. So
Until
this
the have and
literally
have
is the
not.
city of haves and have-nots.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally the city of haves and have-nots. Like I ain't gonna say which one of those two I fall into, but I will say this. Even I will say I'm in the 100K part. It's still hard to live in this city on 100K. So I don't
Yes.
know how the people that's poor, like I don't know how the people that's poor do it. Like I really don't. Like I'm looking at my food bill for the last 2 weeks, and it used to be my food bill is what my mortgage used to be, and
Mm-hmm.
and now my mortgage is what like I don't know, man. Like I could have lived in outer space
I,
for
I
what
I
my
know your
mortgage.
food bill. I know your food bill changed because you told me we was just rapping. You like, yo, you was like, I don't think my boy's eating up much more, but it's costing much more. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, inflation tapped you.
K is the K like between inflation and then they summer stomachs because they home for the summer.
Oh, this is that a thing? I never heard that phrase before.
Summer stomach,
Summer
man.
stomachs.
Yeah, you got the school stomach where they eat when they before they go to school and when they get back, and then they got the summer stomach where they just can't stop eating. Like it's crazy. Like so, I'm dealing with summer stomach, man. Like and then Charles, the king of my castle, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
He just run through food. So I bought $450 worth of groceries on Saturday, and I gotta go tomorrow and buy groceries.
It's the same, bro.
Yo, like, and listen, I'm not a wealthy person. Like I really feel like my credit score should go up
Yeah, that's the
for
same, bro.
buying
Like,
groceries without assistance, man.
that's that. Like, it's yeah. How are people gonna? And I start to wonder, like, so what happens, right? So you're gonna have a bunch of people that are going to be like renters forever, right? This is why they're trying to do things like rent control, which I don't think that's going to be the answer. That's not the answer.
They trying
Um,
to rent control of New York. That ain't the answer there.
yeah, because what happens is stuff starts to sit vacant, right? Because you kind of like punish folks. It's just man, it's a whole lot, man. I just don't know what's going to happen, but actually seeing it is something different. And I mean, are they going to go out to the counties right outside the city?
I mean, that's where I ended up. I just didn't want to live in the city. And the craziest part is I own property in the city and it still was still getting too expensive to own without even having like I ain't had no overhead because my grandmother left me a house.
All right,
And
let
it
me
was
show you
still
this real quick, Cora, because this is an idea, a little um. So it's not just my opinion, right? This is from the Philadelphia Inquirer, and it talks about the Philadelphia area doesn't have enough homes available for lower middle income buyers. Households making 50K face the largest shortage of available affordable homes for sale. And this comes from a study done by NAR, National Association of Realtors. And it's turning the whole city into a rental market, right? And it's just insane to actually see. So here's more data. And looking at the homes, that are for sale that can be afforded by someone who's considered middle working class. So here's the breakdown. If you make 50K, your income, the maximum home price should be about 163, 440, 75, 245. But nothing, our average price is above the 163 now. It's insane what's happening. So it's more data in this article. And I'll probably we probably could do a pod on that, man. But I just wanted to like share that with you because I actually saw when I was down Baltimore Avenue, I saw this, and I'm just like, man. And after seeing it with my eyes, I went back and just started looking up some data, and I'm like, damn. I was looking at the vacant lots, just plain land, vacant lots in the city. You can't buy a vacant lot for less
like
than
50 racks.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
Like 50 racks for a vacant lot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
crazy.
definitely was a water situation this week in the city. See, I gotta tell you, everything be on the other side, man. And Jose says, "Happy Father's Day to all the
Happy
brothers out
Father's
there."
Day
Man.
to you
Shout out
too,
to
Jose.
man. Absolutely, the sartorial god. That's when you know something is starting to really change. Yeah, it's it's gonna be real crazy, man. It's happening fast. It's frustrating that certain friends and associates either make an excuse that their child or their children, I guess is what he's trying to say, don't have the attention span for the camp, or they brush it off based on their own financial neglect or illiteracy. I mean, that's fine. I mean, what we found in our years of doing this, core years is 8, 9, somewhere around there. In our years of doing this, what we found is the kids that are most successful are the ones that have a parent that care, and or guardian that follows up with them, teaches them things afterwards. But we've seen the success of the students that actually do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's hood adjacent. It definitely is. Gentrification is real. I saw a Starbucks in my area, right where Little Caesars at.
Damn, yeah, you in trouble, young boy.
Even South Philly. Yo, South Philly's out of control too. All right, so you saw it too before I even pulled it up. It was the Inquirer. Yeah, definitely is the Inquirer. Summer stomachs. Yeah, I never heard that either, Jose. But we have people in the have not, and the have sometimes.
It ain't that many to have sometimes, man. You even got it. Sometimes.
I like that. Are you a have not, or a have sometimes? Mache, we got them in camp, so we get help with that summer stomach. There you go. Rochelle's laughing at the summer stomach. My niece got a summer stomach. I'm with you, Corey. people relating to that summer stomach, man.
And listen, the kids, they seafood and they gotta eat it. They on the seafood diet.
Yeah. We're in South Florida. Can't get what we need for less than $450 to $500. Your cost of living is so crazy. I was looking at somebody's post on IG. I think it might have been Todd or somebody. I don't know who it was, but they had put up a post. And it was talking about cost of living, and they were showing like what you can get for $350, and it was like multiple different cities. And when they showed Texas, I was getting ready to book my flight, Core. I was like, hold up.
That's why I moved, bro.
I'm like, yo, for what I'm getting ready to pay for this crib that, you know what I'm saying, I'm under contract with now, if I go to Texas, I'm living like King Solomon in Texas for that same price.
Listen, I bought the land for my crib for $40 and the house for $65. I'm $105 all in.
This is my brother Corey and Don. Just let y'all know.
Man, get that trash off the screen, broski.
You know what I'm saying? That's just for y'all too, man.
Listen, right, so I'm refining out my house as we speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're lowballing me, and I'm still getting 180 at 60 ARV.
Wow.
At 60 ARV, I'm still getting 180.
Yeah, but when they got
that's because like it's so wide open down here. It's wide open.
They showed like New York, Carolina, Florida, like Atlanta. Then when they got to Texas though, I was like, damn.
All these small towns are starting to boom though, which is why we came out here. We found a town like I said.
There's no state taxes there.
Nope.
So they got to get income from somewhere.
So my wife makes 3/4 what I make, and she brings home more.
So I wonder what the I don't want to call it a catch. But you got to have money to sustain the government. They're getting their money from somehow. So is it real estate taxes? Like, I don't know what their tax base is.
My real estate taxes is like $1,000 a year. But I'm a vet.
So I don't know. I haven't looked, and I'm not thinking about moving to Texas. But when I saw this, the amount of land and everything you get,
I got a half acre of land, and I got a 1,600 square foot house.
Don said, the economic landscape is terrible. I got a second gig where I make $50K, and I look at those checks and think, what the F could I do with this? Yo, Don get to it, dog. Don really on his fire game, man.
He wants to retire. Like when you want to retire, you do the things that people
at least 50 racks or more for. Yeah. I make over 2 times the mean in my city, and I'm still not good. I don't know how folks are making it. Yeah, these are real conversations right here, right?
Yeah. That's the realest.
Yeah, that's the realest.
I also do that. I live right outside Philadelphia right now, and I'll be living right outside Houston come August.
You spend $300K in Philly, you might get like 1,100 square. I mean, 1,100 square feet, 3-4K square feet. Nah. My parents told me once I left home, the house food bill went down $450. You had them summer stomach. All right, let's see. Yeah. Corey don't like Chick-fil-A. Yeah, he a Chick-fil-A hater, man. That's why I do it, just to troll my brother, man. Him and Don be hating, but it's the Lord's chicken, man.
Yeah, I don't know what my real estate taxes would be if I wasn't a vet. But
my real estate taxes is almost $10,000. Yo, all right, so This must be on a commercial property. But also, you got money too, so you probably live in one of them. You know what I mean? So you got a couple dollars. So
Because the mill rate in Philadelphia is the lowest I've ever seen.
1.398%.
I know, because you helped set the
well, see, that's why you talking about in South Philly. Like South Philly now is
yeah.
It's that's
you down there living with amongst they redoing the whole John.
Yeah, South Philly.
The house I live in now is 5 minutes from the soccer stadium and 15 minutes from the stadium, but I don't live in Philly. It's 5 minutes from the soccer stadium. Yeah, I live 5 minutes from the soccer. I can walk to the soccer stadium from my house.
Yeah,
I can walk to Mitsubishi Park.
South Philly is South Philly always been its own planet though, because y'all in South Philly, man, y'all y'all just move different, yo. I stay away from South Philly because y'all double parkers, man, be driving me crazy, man. Shout out to everybody who was affected by I-95 too. You know what I'm saying?
That's trash.
This is our girl right here, Adrian.
Hey, what's going on, Adrian?
I took a Facebook break. I totally understand that. I was looking at a condo in Chicago near one of the universities, $300K for maybe 850 square feet. Yeah, Chicago was off the chain. Yeah, Chicago was wild.
Hey, so you basically living in a 1-bedroom apartment for $300K?
I was talking to
oh Lord.
I was talking to Everett.
Yeah.
Khadijah's husband Everett. I was talking to
another brother that supports us heavy.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He's a good brother, man. But me and him always every time we find like weird properties and everything that's for sale, crazy prices, we always share it with each other. So he found this page on Instagram where they like go through New York and they find like the highest priced properties for like the smallest amount of square footage. So I caught in a trap in that page. I'm like, bro, folks out here paying like for rent, paying like $9K a month, living in like 700 square feet because they want to be in New York. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much insane. It's pretty much insane. Brianna, what's good with you? Master Trader Brianna's in the building. What's good with you? Is that with or without HOA fees for that Chicago place? So Don says the Black community should truly think about migration to South, especially with all these work from home jobs. That's an interesting thought, Don. I read a book about that. Dr. What was the brother's name who wrote that book?
Yeah, about the 10 cities, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of the book. I read that book too.
He was talking about that being a strategy
to centers, have Black centers.
Don, you probably read the book too. What's the brother's name, man?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the book, but
yes, but that was one of his strategies. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't remember the name of the book, but I remember.
Now it's going to bother me. Charles Blow. Pause.
There you go.
But that's the brother who wrote the book. Let me see what the name of his book is. Blah blah blah. Charles Blow. That was the brother's name. But yeah, his book was that was one of his strategies, and it was a very interesting solution. Let me see. Charles Blow books. See if I can tell y'all the name of the book, because I like sharing books on here, so I ain't gonna was it The Devil You Know? Yeah, I think it's called The Devil You Know.
Yeah. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it's called The Devil You Know by Charles Blow. I think that's the name of the book, but and that's BLOW. But that was one of his strategies, Don. That's why it was an interesting thought when you said that. It reminded me right away of that book. Mystery shop, new class immediately. Let's get to it. We need that. That's the extra bread. For those that are in our private group, MDC, Brianna teaches a class about mystery shopping and how to maximize your returns as a mystery shopper. So while you out walking around, you get paid to go to different places.
I need that in my life because I'm about to be jobless. So I need to be able to shop and get paid for it.
Yeah, so let's see. That's without HOA fees. So maybe an additional $400 a month.
Hell no.
Sheesh. Kahan, what's up, bro? Kahan, I meant to text you the other day, man. I was gonna text you a joke. I was gonna say I see you still trying to I mean, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. You still think we're gonna buy some property, huh? But anyway, I'll text you in a little bit. If I migrate anywhere, it might be out of the country. I see a lot of people.
Doing that.
Yeah, I've seen more people talk about that now than ever, right? So, we'll see what happens. Just $400 HOA, I guess, because of the price. I need that shopping class. Yeah. I have some property in Iowa. Got one 41K and another for 30K. Same style houses are going for 200 to 500K now. Crazy. Woo!
Damn.
Iowa. Somewhere I never been. I need that class too. I love MDC altogether.
Did she just say her HOA is $800?
See, don't let me fool you. But she right here talking this broke stuff. She get a couple dollars, man. She bougie. Man.
Whoa.
She bougie, man. She bougie, man.
Whoa. She paying $10,000 a year in taxes and another $800 a month.
I ain't gonna put her business out there, man, because she talking about two different properties. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's kind of sweet. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't trying to put your business out there. You know what I'm saying? You doing it yourself. Yeah, Cajon laugh. He caught what I was saying. All right. Even Knoxville is getting bad. Average rent $1,308 for a 1-bedroom, 550 square feet.
I ain't paying. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Here's a deeper question, Core, and I'm not trying to go too deep in this pause on this conversation tonight because I'm actually getting ready to get out of here. Head to AC in a minute. That's some people rent down here. It is. I'm trying to play this foreclosure game down here. Don't quite know how to do that without a big bank account. We have a pre-approval, but I don't know how that works picking up a foreclosure property. It works the same way as anything else. That process will take a little bit longer because you have to deal with the bank. You're not dealing with a direct seller that can, maneuver. So it's more red tape. But the process isn't that much different. See, I wasn't gonna put her business out there, but she did it herself. Different properties. Cool. My question is this though, right? I look at the overall market, right, and I think that the market is artificially being held up right now. So shout out to everybody running the bag up right now, because I think that we're gonna wake up one morning and shout out to Diamond Dave, man. Diamond Dave gave me a gem years ago. He was like, "Yo, a quick way to sound like a genius is just to consistently predict the market to go down." He said, because one day you'll be right and people will forget about all the times that you were wrong. They just gonna remember the one time you're right. And I think about that often because I do believe that the market is good. I think it's artificially being held up.
Well, it is artificially being held up because it's like 8 companies that's holding up the whole market.
That's part of it. But what I see in the market and what I see in real life are just different. Right?
Yeah, it is. It's way different.
Even if I take a sample from our folks that are with us this evening, like the conversations are different than what you see on the market. And even when I talk to people that work at these tech companies, I got friends that work at Google, Facebook, all these things. I wouldn't call them friends; they online friends, but they I've met them through the years. But they be telling me about layoffs. I don't work there no more. I just got a severance package. I'm laid off. But meanwhile, and obviously the Wall Street loves layoffs. But I'm just saying, like, what I see to the average people that we talk to throughout our lives, our journeys, and I'm pretty sure this weekend when I get to the showboat and talk to people about finance, the conversations I'll be having, that's not reflected in what's in everything else, even when it comes to the real estate prices. And I feel like we're at this point, right? We've always had to use Neef's term, the have-nots, and sometimes haves, right? But I feel like we really are being squeezed. Like they're trying to get the last squeeze out of us because, the folks, the ruling class have always, squeezed the middle class or the working class, like for every penny. But I feel like they really are like taking it to us this point, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't know what happens long term. Like, is something going to happen where, what people say, eat the rich? I don't know what's going to happen, man. Like when we had those revolts and everything a couple years ago, I thought everything was about to hit the fan in. But it's only so much you can keep doing to people, bro.
Yeah, it's a breaking point. And the thing the government wants is there's 2 ways to control people: violence and taxes.
And religion.
Nah, religion doesn't even really control people. Religion used to control people. Religion used to be more effective, but the 2 things will always control. First of all, how you got to religion is through violence. But we're not going to go through the whole history of that.
Yeah.
But violence and taxes, right? Because those 2 things controls people's time, right? Violence and taxes control people's time. If you kill them, they no longer are here, and then everybody else is scared. And taxes is basically making people work for free. Every dollar that you tax somebody is a minute or a second or whatever it is that they work for free.
Yeah.
And so if you look at it, that's how governments control people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about, because the Catholic Church still has a lot of sway, and there's other religious factions that have a lot of say and a lot of sway in a lot of countries around the world. So I'm not downgrading that. You know what I mean? Because the Muslim Arab people got more money than you can count.
Man, they just copped the whole golf.
Yeah, yeah, they just copped the PGA Tour. So we not even. But what I'm saying is that if you want to control people, that's how they control people here. They tax you or they kill you, and they take away your time by imprisoning you, which is basically another form of killing you. They just putting you in a box to die instead of shooting you dead.
Yeah.
But
my point is, though, is only so much. At some point, it has to hit a tipping point. And when I talk to people outside, people are hurting, bro. You talk about
the tipping point is when people start to attack the government. But who doing
that? September, all the people that aren't paying student loans, that comes back on the books, and the first payments will be due in October. So I think that's I think that's going to be something else that's going to show like how this money that was in being able to put in the market is kind of also holding things up a little bit. Like when that disappears, you're talking about a lot of money, bro. There's a lot of people that had their student loans on pause since the pandemic.
How about this? My credit score went up 160 points because they took the student loan joint off my credit. My credit score is like 750 right now. When I had that on my credit score was in the 5s. Literally was the only thing holding my credit score.
I paid my student loans off and my score dropped. But
but what I'm saying is scams anyway. Because they took off the payment history and all of that stuff on there, which was making my credit score look weird. My credit score went up 150 points, man. It was somewhere around 590 something with the stuff on there, and now my credit score is like 750.
But here's my point. My point is though, when that stuff comes back, when them student loans come back, it's I don't know, man. It's only so much you can keep squeezing out of folks. That's all I'm saying, man. And I want to get to this comment from Don. I think it's interesting. That's why when I see these social media personalities telling our people to rent forever are selling poison, often running numbers, but when you look at a 30, 40-year time frame. So I agree, but I don't agree. Like I agree somewhat with what you're saying, right? Because even if you look at a 30 or 40-year time frame and you're taking, it all depends upon where you're looking to live, right? So I do believe in the value of land and the value of real estate over time. But I also understand if you run a model and you look over time, if someone say the S&P 500 versus equity in a property, they'll probably actually be ahead. The reason why real estate tends to work, though, in my studies of looking at equity and value and people creating,
it's harder to get the equity out.
Well, no. The reason I think that, that's part of it, but I think
it's hard to touch it.
The reason that real estate tends to work is because it's forced savings.
Yep.
So, it's almost like
that's what I was just saying. It's harder to touch the money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, so it forces you to save in a way that nothing else does. If I say go rent here, take the difference between your rent and your mortgage and put it in the S&P 500. If you are disciplined enough to do so over a 30, 40-year period,
you'll end up with more money.
You end up with more money. The problem is most people don't have the discipline to do that for a 30 or 40-year period, or they'll do it for some years and something will happen and they need to get to it. The home, because you have to live there, forces you to save.
It's forced savings and forced appreciation.
So but I do believe that for some people renting is better. I just don't think that is a one size fit all approach to anything in finance. I mean, outside of the fact that everybody should have some form of insurance, and I'm not talking about all the fake people telling you to buy insurance as an investment. I'm talking about literally if something happens to you to protect your family. I feel everybody should have some form of insurance. What else is something I could say blanket? Everybody should know where their money is going. But when it comes to specific instruments, this versus that, I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all approach.
You should have a budget and you should have some insurance.
I know millionaires who got all their money in real estate. I know millionaires who've never owned real estate. So you can do it either way. But I get your perspective, Don. But that forced savings is important because most people, let's face it, most people don't have this.
Most millionaires in this country got their money from either real estate, an insurance payout, or a 401k savings.
The funny thing is I was listening to a podcast, the one called My First Million. And the dude was talking. He was like, he's like an angel investor. But he was saying, yo, I know more wealthy people in real estate. I know more dumb wealthy people in real estate than any other profession.
Yeah,
He was like, because they just bought stuff and just literally like it took
sat
care of
on it.
itself. He was like, they're literally dummies. I was dying laughing. I was like, damn, at me, bro. He was like, yo, they're literally dummies, but they were able to buy and just hold over a long period of time. Um, and the worst tipper. She said she need your score, bro. You got that 750.
It ain't gonna be 750 once they put it back on the books. That is a temporary
So
score.
GC's point on the student loans, something need to shake with student loans. I'm glad SoFi has been further diversifying their revenue stream and strengthening other branches, but that hurt my equity value big time. Absolutely, because SoFi was big in the space and their stock got crushed when that happened. I had a bunch of SoFi stock. I lost it running cover calls, so I didn't want to buy back in because I didn't really want to own the company, but I was killing it with the cover call game. Did you already talk about Jordan selling his part of Charlotte? Not yet. Not yet. We're going to talk about that in a second. I feel like Sally Mae is dead and I shouldn't have to pay her. Sally Mae got a makeover. She's no longer Sally Mae, but she still exists. She got a BBL and changed her name and moved to Atlanta. She's still around. She going to want her bread. Just know that. I don't understand why Jordan would do that. I just think that Jordan doesn't want to deal with the day-to-day. And I know Corey had to go see what's up with his son. Shout out to Corey being logged in on my email, so my picture's up there. But anyway, and I'll talk about this when he comes back. But I understand why he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to deal with the day-to-day of it. And, you know, he's also going to make a ton of money. Even an idiot can make money in real estate by just holding and maintaining their property. And I think that was the point that the dude was making. Like, you could be completely dumb. You buy your property and hold it. You'll make money. You know what I mean? An idiot can make tons of money with an NBA team as well. That's also true. And one of the main reasons that is because of the revenue share. I was listening to a podcast called Business Breakdowns. In this podcast, they look at different industries and businesses and do a complete breakdown of their business model, how they get paid, blah, blah, blah. And one was on the NBA. And what he talked about is their actual their business model in terms of revenue sharing. Because they literally have, like, Corey likes to call things a cabal. They have a cabal because they all share revenue. And one of the examples they used was like Memphis. The Lakers make so much money. They had to like literally cut Memphis like a $40-something million check just because they made so much more money from their TV deal. So as long as somebody in the league is doing well, if you own the team, you're going to get a piece of that because they share their revenue. But yeah, it's called Business Breakdown. Go check that out if you can and look up the NBA episode. But the reason that Mike sold,
the same thing in baseball.
The reason that Mike sold, though, Mike still has equity, right? So the deal that Mike struck was he takes a smaller piece of equity. He gives up a controlling stake and a majority equity. So he gets to walk away from the day-to-day. But if the team still succeeds, he still got his small piece of equity. Plus, he gets an infusion of cash that he can go do whatever he want to do with. So I was sitting there, I was joking with my man, Dev. I was like, yo, his mom probably structured that deal because now, you know, she a beast after watching that movie. But that's why. He pretty much didn't want to deal with the day-to-day, but he still has a piece of equity. Yeah, she changed her name to Navient. Sally Mae got a BBL and changed her name to Navient. She's still around. She is not dead. Let's see.
At all.
He can just pay someone to handle that check in every now and then. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of what he did, but he gave up control. He don't want control. Yeah. That's their name. Yeah, that's their name. But yeah, he was talking about that though. He was like, yo, he was like the dumbest rich people I know are in real estate. He said because they just buy it and just like sit around and do nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got to be smart. You just got to be able to have patience and understanding. I was talking to Lorenzo today, right? Jackson Rental Homes. And he's like my personal property manager. But we were talking about a couple of things involving real estate. And I was telling him about a property that I got that I've had for 15, 20 years now. And I was telling him, I was like, the crazy part about this specific property, it's in the Alney section of Philadelphia. I was like, it's a tenant that's been there the whole time. I'm like, so this tenant has pretty much paid the property off. And what I was telling him is I didn't really cash flow that much on this property. I was like, yo, but I got like close to 200 bands of equity just by the property paying for itself. I said, in retrospect, it probably was a terrible investment. But the thing about real estate, which makes real estate unique, is that even when you like F up, it comes and corrects itself for you. And the reason I say it probably was a terrible investment is because it wasn't cash flowing $300, $400, $500 a month. It was cash flowing a couple $100 here and there. But then by the time every once in a while you got to fix something, That money's gone. But I didn't have to ever come out of pocket, and I was able to maintain ownership for close to 2 decades now. So because of that,
and get $200,000 in equity, which you can tap into at any given
exactly,
point.
exactly. But that's what I was telling him. I said the
So
thing
you
about
made
real estate,
$200,000 even though you ain't make any money.
but that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, the thing about real estate is even when you make a mistake, it'll look out
It'll
for you
fix itself.
if you have the time frame. If like, you know what I mean? So it was all about time. I had time. So I
Yeah.
just sat on it. You know what I mean? I just sat on it, let boy keep paying it, let him keep paying it. Because you get equity. Thing about real estate people don't calculate is if you do get cash flow, you get cash flow, which is amazing. But you literally someone's paying your equity as a landlord. So, but anyway, what do you think about Jordan selling the team, Core?
I don't care.
All right. Well, I mean, well, there you go. There you go. I mean, I think it's an interesting deal. The way he structured still having equity.
I mean, like, I mean, it's a business deal, right? Like, my man just don't want to. He went from having a job to not having a job.
He got tired of that.
He just went from having a job to not having a job. He doesn't want to do the day-to-day work that it takes to rebuild a franchise.
He's been rebuilding since he owned it. Crazy part is watch you step down and
he was trash.
Watch you step down and the team start cooking.
Yeah, like, he ran 2 franchises into the ground because he ran the Wizards into the ground too. He ran the Wizards into the ground, and then he moved over to the Charlotte.
Yeah.
J. Cole did the same thing. And they got the team back from the Pelicans because they moved from Charlotte to New Orleans, and then they just gave New Orleans a team and sent the other team back.
Yeah. Shout out to Zion, man. I feel for you, bro. Sis still out here. She's still going crazy. Like, still going crazy right now, man. Yeah. But yo,
you can't. Anyway, I'm not even going
to leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone, bro. I do want to say this before we do our giveaway. I do want to say this though, real fast. We talk about the content we're into. So right now, Yellowstone is all I'm watching, right? So that's an interesting perspective, right? Because even where I'm at on Yellowstone, this is one of the debates they're having about this land versus selling it for the money, and the kids having the money. Your kids still get a small piece of equity, right? They still get a minority share, but your kids also get that cash, whatever you do with that cash. A lot of times people look at people that sell businesses and say, man, I would have never sold. I would have held forever. But you don't know what they're going to do with that cash. You know what I mean? He might take that cash and who knows what he turns it into. NBA team is one of the closest things to free money as an investment. Yeah. I mean, but he's still ownership. He's still in ownership. And he's Michael Jordan, right? If he ever want to go into ownership of something else, they're going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
His name is his name. Yeah, it's been going down in NOLA this week. Oh, really? See, I'm out of the loop. Yeah, I'm out of the loop. Look how much the Hornets have appreciated over time. Yeah, that's why he's cashing out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why he's cashing out. So he's cashing out, but also still keeping equity.
There's only one owner in the NBA that I know is losing money, which is the boy from Dallas, and that's because he spends so much money on the team. So my man makes so much money from everything else that he actually loses about $20 million a year, he was saying, on the Mavericks, which is hard to do with the new TV deals and all that stuff. But he said he spends almost every dollar back into the Mavericks. I was like, damn. And then he's like, his team appreciated so much that spending the money back into it doesn't cost him anything. Because if he ever sells, you know what I mean, he'll get the money back at appreciation.
Yeah. So I get everything you're saying in terms of the math, but it also comes with him having a lot of responsibility that he don't want to deal with, right? So imagine being able to take that equity and put it into a couple other things, but you don't have to run day to day. That's the ideal scenario. Yo, GC, did you hear that episode of that podcast with Rob Dyrdek, the dude from that got like all the gazillion shows on MTV? It's funny because he's like a skateboard dude.
Yeah,
he was on there talking business, and I was like, hold up.
No, my man's smart business, man.
Say he on path to being a billionaire.
Yo, they say the bull.
GC, you funny, bro. If not shorting Bitcoin, and I don't get it. Yo, that's pure hate. That's pure hate, man. No, man. Listen, Bitcoin will again. GC, you'll see because you're going to be eventually. You're going to be a Bitcoin.
It's cycles. You'll get there.
No. What I'm saying is, eventually he gonna have to come over. He gonna have to come up because first of all them other securities as they call them now, they gonna be going anyway. You see what happened with what was the BlackRock?
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to get an ETF popping. A popular local celebrity who was first engaged to a woman and left her for a man and said she was divorcing the man to be with the landlord. What? All right, Brianna, you guys send me the link to that because that sounds wow. That sounds like a Tubi movie. A popular local celebrity who first was engaged to a woman and left her for a man and said he was divorcing the man to be with the. All right, yeah, that's wild. That's a Tubi movie right there. Yeah, but I was just talking about the fact that some of the conversations he was having, like I didn't know, I like the Palmer. I gotta go check that one out. I don't know if I heard that one. I saw that. I thought it was fake for a sec. Yeah, see, I don't know, but that sounds wild. Yeah, man. Oh, all right. The funny thing is,
I'm not even talking about Rip. I'm
no,
talking
no, no,
about.
no. I know, but now I got what Chastity was saying. I thought she was saying because she put it by itself. Reading it in this sentence makes me realize what she was saying. You're talking about the other son, right? She
Yeah.
said, I thought she was saying R.I.P. I'm like, oh no, she was saying Rip.
Yeah.
Right. My bad, Chas. But yeah. Jamie is wild, bro. Yeah, like I didn't know though. Like, but he talked on the last podcast about it. He actually said though that he thought he knew about business, but he said he really didn't really understand it till like 2018. He was like, even after all the shows he had, he said because he didn't realize what he was doing. He said he basically hired a bunch of consultants to come in and teach him everything he needs to know about business. But hearing him talk now, you would never know that. Like, it was just dope to see that, like, the path that he's on. Now he has a 250K GoFundMe to get his life up. Yo, the GoFundMe game is crazy. What I did see is a Gunplay, right? The rapper Gunplay had a GoFundMe up because he needed money for some sort of medical thing for his wife or whatever it may be. Then he was on like IG.
Snapping.
No. He was on IG. He had gifted Rick Ross like a chain that was a 6-figure chain. And he was on IG like, it's my homie. I'm going to give him this chain, blah, blah, blah. So people start asking refunds for the GoFundMe. And he snapped. They're like, dog, you telling you ain't got money? How you out here,
You put that chain on layaway, bro. You bought a dude with $1 billion a chain on layaway. You're a nutball.
Well, he's like, one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other, but, it is
yes,
what it
is. Do. What you mean? You asking people for money, and then you just gave a dude a 6-figure chain that you put on layaway.
Bro, I'm just supporting news, man. I get it. I just thought it was funny.
I get it. And then people gonna ask for their money back. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're a weirdo.
So, but Yellowstone is what I'm watching. Have you heard the new Killer Mike album?
I heard the first 2 songs. I have not heard the rest. I didn't get a chance to get through all the way through. Again, I was trying to catch you in Yellowstone. And when I listen to music, I like to listen to it. And bro, I ain't getting no peace with Charles in the crib. So I ain't had a chance to get through a whole album.
I just want to say before we do our giveaway, I just want to say shout out to Michael Render, dog. That album is heavy. First of all, it's the most introspective album he ever had. It's fire. And dog, he got a song on there. It's called Motherless. When that joint came on, bro, I had to cut the whole thing off, bro. Like, straight got me emotional. Like, that album is the best album I heard this year. So shout out to Killer Mike, man. That's a dope album.
Better than Blackfoot album?
Better than who?
Blackfoot. You ain't even listen to Blackfoot.
No. I do listen to Blackfoot. I listen to all the little EPs he drops. I listen to, EP.
Why you call it? See, you being disrespectful. Why you call this album a little EP, man?
Because he be EPing us to death, man.
7, 8 songs, man. Those are albums, dog.
They EPs, man. They classify.
Right, we're not going to fight about
this. He EPing us to death. But I still want, and listen, I think Thought from a talent standpoint might be better than everybody. Literally everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. I mean all your top, your Pox, your Biggs, your J's, your Nas. I think from a talent-wise, from a technical standpoint, I think he might be better than everybody. But here's my but.
Making songs is different than.
I need a body of work that's like your magnum opus, where it's like I could say this
Volume 1.
Man, no, man, he still be on there just rapping.
Those beats on there is sickening.
He's just rapping though. There's no. When I think about
Volume 1 and Volume 2 is sickening, yo.
Oh, they're literally what it's called. They're streams of thought. It's just him getting on and showing that he can rap better than everybody. I know that already. What I'm saying is, to me, the best albums are stories. They tell a story.
I mean, he was doing that with the Roots, and then they was calling them concept albums.
Well, again, the best albums, in my opinion, tell a story about whether it's Ready to Die, whether it's like, you know what I'm saying, whether it's, Illmatic, whatever it may be, Low End Theory. These are like albums where it's like you have an experience.
I told you what the best storytelling album of all time is, man.
But I'm just saying, what I'm saying about your guy is he raps better than everybody. I know that already, though. So you don't have to keep showing me that you can do that. Anyway, I just want you to know this Killer Mike album is phenomenal. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, but let me get to these comments and then we can get to the said Ross was a sucker for accepting the chain.
Also,
how about for putting it online? Like, just a thought, like no one thought that.
Maybe he was laying in bed when he gave it to him. Like, man, what are you doing? Why is you next to this dude bedside? Anyway, man, it was just all weird, man. It was just weird.
A lot of weird behavior. So I don't want to say the name wrong. My friend at GK's GoFundMe is at 300K. I'm happy that people want to help the family and kids. I'm not familiar with this, Michelle. Let us know what this is so we can help. Now, this is the worthy cause, and I'm still mad about the whole situation. Yeah, I've never listened to anything from Killer Mike since he first popped up on Outkast's Aquemini album. Whoa. Listen to this new album called Michael. It's phenomenal, yo.
I only got through 2 songs, and it's not that the songs were bad. It's that my 5-year-old was beating me in the head while I was trying to listen to it.
It's a grown man album too. It's not like he's not just rapping for. It's like, well, he's not rhyming for the sake of riddling, as Chuck D once said. So we all been on Yellowstone over the last couple of weeks. It was recommended on our Friday show.
Yeah,
you guys recommended that we watch Yellowstone. I went through 2 full seasons, and now I'm 8 episodes into the 3rd season, which I'll probably be done tonight. Yeah, Yellowstone is that word. That's the thing.
Yo, we gotta hurry this up.
Next was best show. Okay, all right, Michelle. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I just didn't know the name, but okay, yeah, the one over the iPad, right? Yeah. That was a friend of yours?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know that was a friend of yours, bro. Damn, my condolences. I definitely saw that. That got me emotional when I saw her mother. Her mother was on, I think, The View. And just the pain in her mom's face, bro, was like,
man, listen, I can tell you some stories about Media Circus. So how I came across a lot of money is the police was chasing a drunk driver. He was speeding through the city. He flipped his car, killed my niece and nephew. And so because the city was wrong, they cleared us a nice check. People had to die. My nephew's next door neighbor and my niece passed away. 2 kids passed, and they wrecked those houses. But the city cut us a check for that because they weren't supposed to be chasing them. They were high-speed chase. Michael Nutter brought all this press to the. First of all, they let Michael Nutter do the eulogy when we ain't want none of that. We ain't want no part of that. And who was the mayor at the time, and they brought all these TV cameras, like every joint in the city is like, yo, like
that's how it is.
Like, that's goofiness, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't even want to talk about funerals because I done had enough of them. But it's sad, but it's what happens when they get highly publicized. They're gonna put people in front of it to try to get in front of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, let's think about what news is. It's actual news. It is news. It becomes newsworthy.
Yeah.
So listen, put your ones in the air if you want to be part of our giveaway. We're going to
put your ones in the air.
Get ready to do our giveaway so I can, hit the road.
Fuck like you don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, so listen. What you don't know about me is I will watch any show where white people kill each other. I am into white people killing each other on TV.
Hold up, there's one black cowboy in there though.
It is.
He ain't get no shine. He got to get.
I will watch anything where white people kill each other. That's why Banshee is my favorite show. Banshee is my favorite show. If you've never seen Banshee, go watch that. Anything where white people kill each other on TV, I'm with it.
Yo, Adrian is wild. Yo, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
on TV. I don't want to not in real life. I don't get me misconstrued saying I said something I didn't say. I said anything with white people kill each other on TV is okay with me though.
All right, same here. Her godfather's a pastor, and she had another pastor in her life, so I didn't like Sharpton and Crump being up there speaking, but I get it. It's to bring, it's to bring attention. Yo, Adrian, you wild, Joe. That's funny. All right, so let's get these names up here, man, so we can do this giveaway, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Check out our new podcast too. Boom, 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 boom. We'll put this up.
Yo,
It's pretty funny. All right, so let's go back to the beginning and see who got their put their ones up.
throw your ones in the air. And yo, everybody say thank you to Jose also, because this is sponsored by Jose.
This is definitely sponsored by the Sartorial God. And if you don't know what we mean, this dude is a sharp brother who his Thai game is second to none. I know how to do 2 different knots. My guy knows how to do 602 different knots. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm on 3, but I can't get past 3.
All right, so Michelle is in the building. Who we got the Michelle? We got Lorraine and Andrea. Let me go back up to the top.
Lorraine, K Diggy, Jamil.
What else we got?
Rock Noxious. Cookie. Tweet Talk. Greg. Don. Chastity. Angela. Cajon. Brianna. Adrian. Big Patmo. Your cousin, Tanisha, and James Sandman. Yo, Charles is cussing them out.
You said Charles is doing what?
He is cussing them out. I need to let him in here because he is cussing them out. Give me a second.
James Sandman. Let's see. James Sandman, Big Pat Mo. Let me see. Yes, definitely send Jose a shout out, man. Jose is that guy, man. All the ones. Let's see. Yo, y'all hilarious. That genre is called treacherous white folks. Angela gives a shout out to Jose as well. So Neef, I'll be there. I'll probably be leaving like early Sunday morning. I gotta get back to Philly by Sunday. I got something Sunday after that. So actually, I haven't watched Justified. Is it worth watching? I see it all the time. Shout out to Jose. I see it all the time, but I haven't watched it. I definitely haven't watched it. All right, make sure I got everybody. Let me read these names off. Make sure I got everybody. If I'm missing anybody, please let me know. Oh, all right. See, Charles fought his way to get on screen. That's the young god right there.
Well, hi, Charles.
Hi.
What's good, Charles?
I only muted you.
Listen. I heard you fighting to get in there, man. Like, you know.
I haven't even met the other friends that Daddy has.
I mean, listen. You know.
You'll see him.
Yeah.
Can you tell me their names?
They're all
their names. It's like
all of these people in this.
It's a bunch of them. All right, let me read these names off real fast, y'all. We got Michelle, Lorraine, Andrea, K. Diggy, Jamil, Rock, Cookie, Tweet Talk, Greg, Don, Chastity, Angela, Cajon, Brianna, Adrian, Patmo, Neef. Am I missing anyone? Please let me know. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Shout out to Jose.
That is. Want to say something?
Corey, get my friend a Pepsi.
That's a lot of weird names, but I agree with it.
Okay, a lot of weird names, but you agree? Cool.
You agree? Okay. So Chastity said Charles is the coolest kid. We got everybody sending a shout out to Charlie.
Well, I'm a good kid because I'm fast.
Are you fast?
Yeah, he's fast.
Okay. All right. Am I missing anybody? Lorraine, thank you so much. Am I missing anybody before I do my spin?
Where does it spin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna
gotta
spin the
spin the
wheel.
wheel, man. Gotta spin the
You
wheel.
gotta spin the wheel.
All right.
Also,
They're gonna spin the wheel. It's gonna land on the name.
who they're gonna talk to?
No, we're gonna give them some Bitcoin.
You are on there. Let me roll this down so you can see it because I don't want you to
I'm
just let me
on
back
there.
out.
No,
All right.
Then
So tell
what?
me if you see it now. You are the
I'm
last
talking
name
to the
on there.
people
Neef.
that's
I
on the
got you.
wheel.
I got you. You the last name on there. You were the last one on there. James,
Well,
and Father Charles as well. All right, we got Champ. Let me add Champ to the wheel. So
uh,
Neef, you
I,
know the last one on there.
guys, I think everyone needs to subscribe to Linky Box.
All
To
right.
who?
To Linky Bots. It's a video. It's a YouTube.
No, you're
Video.
supposed to say everybody subscribe to By the Hood. Like I'm not, I'm not familiar with Linky. What's Linky Box about, Charles?
It's about all the plushies they have and about all the videos.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that.
Seed, soil, and sunshine. Add them, Jim. You got them.
Got it. Got it.
So now you can spin the wheel.
Okay, I got it. I will do that. Do I subscribe to them on YouTube, Charlie?
Yeah. Describe to them normal.
Just click the button, right? Subscribe. Right.
Yeah. Just click the button and don't even call Lucky Monster IHG. He will come in your house and creep on your bed. So don't call him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Linky Box alone because
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah,
kind of
it
weird.
sounds weird.
Sound like gunplay.
Sounds
right.
like I need to watch Linky Box.
Yeah, I'm cool on Linky Box.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
let's get it. Let's get it. All right, good luck to everybody. Here's the first one. Shout out to Jose for the sponsor today. Let's see who we get.
It's the Rock. It's the Rock.
Rock, shoot me a message, inbox, email. Just do it now. And I say do it now because I'm hitting the road literally a couple minutes once we get off here. All right, so ready for the next one. Don't forget, check out our podcast. We'll be here next Friday. If you're in the MDC, class is Monday at 7 p.m. Cool. We doing class on Monday this week? It is a holiday.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's a holiday for some. I don't know.
I don't like disrespecting the holiday because I see a lot of
let's do it Tuesday.
I see a lot of other folks disrespecting the holiday, so I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person. Anyway, one more spin though. Let's get it. Well, first of all, where's Rock at? Because Rock, remember you gotta let me know you're still here too. So, but let's get a second spin nonetheless because you gotta let me know you're still here. Good luck, everybody. Uh-oh. Adrian! You know you still here. Rock is in the building. No pun intended. Rock, shoot me a message, and I got you. Adrian, I don't know if you got your pages still active or whatever, but you can also shoot me an email, text me, however you getting through to me. Just make sure you send me a message with your cash tag.
No, my name's
Adrian. What's your cash tag? And Adrian, if you shut your page down altogether, shoot us an email, bythehoodllc@gmail. Don't forget the LLC, bythehoodllc.
It's just putting your name on there because you're the boss.
No, Charles. This is our show, but this is not a no.
All right, Adrian, got that. Congrats to Rock and Adrian. Again, salute to our brother Jose for the sponsor. Make sure you guys go check out Jose. Jose is an author. Go check out his book. Also, follow Jose on our socials, man. Jose, we appreciate you, good brother. You could drop your socials and your book and everything in the comments section so everybody can check that out. But Jose, we appreciate your sponsorship. Congrats to all the winners. We'll be here next Friday. Class for the MDC. Be in the Discord because it's either Monday or Tuesday. Monday is a holiday. I gotta check in with y'all, see what's really good. Again, I'll be in AC. You know what I'm saying? And we go from there, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.